Hey everybody, welcome to our live toy of the day. It has been a very busy day, and so we are a little bit late. I mean, I know we usually go on now, but we have a podcast that we're going to be editing right afterwards. Thank you for joining Kastor's Corner Toy of the Day, live toy of the day. So happy to have you guys here today. I'm your host, Khalil. Go to castorscorner.com for a full gallery of these figures as Jackson coughs his way through waking up. Live video. So and follow us. We are at Kastor's Corner on all social media, and make sure to check out the Cornercast podcast. We have a whole new one coming up tonight with our friend of the podcast, friend of the website, Lacey Gillian. You know her from Star Wars fame. She was part of the fan fest. So we had a really great time talking to her tonight. And so that is going to be edited as soon as I'm done with this and put up on Apple Podcasts, the Cornercast podcast. So tonight, I have to give a big thank you. I do have the best girlfriend in the world. Somebody on our local boards posted that something was local and I happened to be far away from it, and she was down the street, and I asked her to go get them, and sure enough, she did. So tonight we are taking a look at the new Spin Master, Batgirl and Nightwing. So this line has been amazing in that it gives fans of the DC Comics lines a very robust character lineup. Yes, there are a lot of Batman. This wave is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, technically 7, 8 figures technically for this wave. 1, 2, 3 of them are Batmans. One is a repainted Robin, one is a repainted Joker, one is a repainted Nightwing, one is a repainted Riddler. Not a lot of variation there for this wave, but we do get a Batgirl who was missing from last year. So you can see the artwork for the insert. I love the fact that they still give us inserts, the cross-style form, and you can see all the different characters. We have a rare Batman and Joker, and you can see everybody else down below. I'm not sure who those are going to be. To be honest with you, I know that one right there is Deathstroke. I can't remember off the top of my head who the rest of them are. I think it was leaked. Dat Figures or might have had some posts on Instagram with it. Year one, I was all in on the line. Like, I bought everything they made, the variant Batmans, all the different variants, DC Comics line, the DC Heroes Unite, Batman line. And this year I'm slowing down a little bit just because I don't need 40 Batmans. I don't need, all the different Robins. I don't need all the different Jokers. I really just like having 3 3/4 representation for the DC characters. Mattel had done it in the past, but in honesty, the proportions were weird. The designs were weird. They were really hard to come by because Mattel really botched the distribution on them. So the Infinite Heroes line, and then it morphed and changed, so the aesthetics didn't line up. It was just a mess. Like, it really is just a mess of a line. So I feel like this is the first time we're really getting good 3 3/4 representation for the DC line. She comes with a cloth cape, which is nice. Big peg in the back in case you want to give her a backpack. It is a very... I know that they're going to say that this is more of a New 52, whatever. It's not New 52. It's whatever the new universe is for Batgirl. But I think it's very reminiscent of her original costume, the Barbara Gordon original costume, with the exception of the black cowl versus the bluish purple one. My biggest criticism for this figure is the theme for this year is tech. So these are all tech lines. And so Batgirl comes covered in tech lines. I really wish when they do an original character that they haven't done before, that they do a clean, basic look for them. I don't mind when this is our 3rd Nightwing in the line, or 4th, actually. And so I know you're not going to be able to see it on the camera. I dropped it. I don't think you'll be able to see it. You should be able to see it in the pictures. The whole body is cast in translucent gray, translucent gray plastic. So if you hold them up to the light, you can see through, which I think is a nice touch. Honestly, it's a really nice touch. He comes with a backpack, which fell off and rolled pretty. Oh, no, I got it. With like a shoulder cannon that fits on like that. Some kind of techie gun, again, translucent blue plastic. He also comes with his gloves and sticks, again, in translucent plastic that we saw in his first release. Batgirl comes with a claw gun that we have seen in regular colors again. I don't mind. She also comes with a giant batarang and sword. Now, again, things we have seen before. I don't really mind the reuse of these weapons. They are just going to end up in a box for me. I could care less about them, to be honest with you. I'm not going to find the right weapon. They're oversized. They are cartoony. They don't really have a place for me. I understand the reasoning behind it, right? Kids want accessories. You want to feel like you're getting value. I think for the price, I think they're like $7 each, $7 or $8. I'm okay with if they did better sculpting or gave them some articulation above the waist in the chest area, either so we can turn them, because like we get elbows that can turn 360 degrees with a bend in them. Same thing with the knees. We have thigh cuts, which McFarlane can't handle. Ball jointed shoulders, a good neck articulation. But all that to say, they can't turn their body. So I would almost give up all those extra weapons if they can swivel at the waist. I think that would add a dynamic to the line that could make this the definitive DC line for a lot of people. I don't think it's going to happen, but I said it with Mr. Freeze. I said it with the Riddler. I don't mind the value aspect of the line. They are under $10. You get a lot of accessories with them. They're collectible. There's a big cross sell with the pamphlet. Like they come with vehicles, or there's vehicles options. So the line offers a lot for kids. And I know that's who they're marketing to for the most part, but they're also labeling it first editions, collector line. They're trying to do that whole got to get them all with all the accessories in there. So they are marketing to us collectors. And I think, again, biggest criticism, besides distribution of the DC Heroes Unite line, my biggest criticism is the fact that there's no articulation in the torso area. Other than that, I mean, they're great. I really like it. I almost think that if I wanted to, the lines are unobtrusive enough that if I were to take some acetone or try to paint match her, I can get rid of those lines if I wanted to, which might actually happen. We'll see if I can find another one. But like Mr. Freeze, you know, our friend Eric at Adventures in Collecting, I saw her first on eBay and was going to pay a premium to get her early. And he said, don't, she's going to be everywhere. And we've seen that with Batwoman. We've seen that with Robin and the Joker. But those of us that are collecting the DC line know that that doesn't always happen. And the prices tend to jump. So I almost went in and bought more of her. But here's the thing. I saw her, or she was bought for me 2 weeks ago. I have yet to see her or this entire wave in the store, either Walmart or Target, in any way, shape, or form. Same thing with Mr. Freeze. I saw him once, and then last weekend I saw him again, and then he was gone. So I do worry about the distribution of these. And I think the company's aware of them, but they're not really doing anything to help. And I think the fact that when they released year 2 of these things, wave 1, with the exception of the Riddler, was all repainted sculpts. And since last year's figures in the last wave of last year, of 2020, were still sitting on the pegs, it didn't bode well that you put the same figures out again. Batman has such a rich cast of characters that there are ways to get different versions of Batman, and they've shown it, different versions of Robin, different versions of Nightwing out into stores, and people will buy them. So it was really disappointing, and it is still disappointing to see all these figures just sit on the pegs. And I worry about the longevity of the line because of all the repaints in year 2. So hopefully things will kind of rebound. We'll start to get some news. We're going to be 5 months in. No news on the DC line. We didn't have Toy Fair to talk to them. Hopefully we'll get some answers soon, and the line will continue to grow. But even if it doesn't, we have a pretty good cast of characters. I think if we get a Two-Face and a Penguin, I'll feel kind of complete. So I don't know. We'll see. But so there you go. Nightwing, Batgirl showing up first at Target, and soon, I'm sure, Walmart and other retailers. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to go to the website for close-ups of these figures, for a gallery of those, as well as the archive. Remember to follow us. We are at Kastor's Corner on all social media. Hit that subscribe button right there. We really appreciate it. The more of you that join us and follow us, the more cool things we get to do, and we get to share them with you. And I think that is one of the most important things about this journey and this page. So thank you guys for joining us. Oh, and the Cornercast podcast on Apple Podcasts going up in about, I hope, in the next 20 minutes or so, with our friend Lacey, and talking Star Wars and conventions and all that good stuff. So check that out shortly on Apple Podcasts, and we'll see you tomorrow with a ton. I don't know. I'm looking at least 5 new toys just sitting here waiting to be reviewed. So we're crossing them off and moving them out and continuing to go. So thank you guys for watching, and go to castorscorner.com for all the information. See you tomorrow, guys.